Hey gang, I need you guys to understand just how bad this grind was. I'm stopping here on the load screen to really point it out that my save time difference between last stream and this stream is just about 20 hours. Probably more like 15 realistically. But still, I now have, from the time that we got to where we could just go to the end, was 52 hours, 52 and a half. It's now at 70 hours, 40 minutes. And I am 11 levels higher. Bonkers. Insane. Give me 1 second. Anyway, let's see if this actually works. I just made noodles and a bunch of pre-shredded parm cheese in it, and then realized there were a bunch of shreds that were moldy. I picked out what I could see, and I'm eating it anyway. Braver than I. Braver than I. If I see mold, it's like an instant no to me. Like, I'll throw away everything, and I'll be mad. Anyway, we just gotta do one thing, right? Because I may have grinded off stream. I may have grinded like fucking mad. Saved you guys. Let's see if it was 15. 5 streams of pure grinding. So, you know, I'm glad I did that. But I'm not gonna go and fucking like turn everything in without you. Come on, I care about you guys. I care. I want you to see the satisfying clicking of buttons that go bing 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 bing. You get your dopamine. I do all the work. Return to mold. Return to crab. Everything become crab. Right. I forgot how the game entirely worked for a second. I've been doing the same monotonous, like, 3 different grinds for days that my mind became mush.
Welcome. What can I help you with?
Strength and weapons. Let's go. Reform specialist. Upgrade 15 weapons to their maximum level. What? Oh, silver ore. Okay, well at least that's... At least that's an easy fix.
What can I help you with?
I'll buy like 50 more. That fucking scared me. Let's not do 50. That's a lot of money. I still need to keep grinding for the fucking mill. I haven't had time to grind for the mill because I've been doing this so much. But I mean, hey, one of the enemies was dropping recovery potions, so I was able to sell those for a decent amount when I realized I could start selling them. So that took a minute, but hey, I still got something. Iron ore. Okay. Iron. How did I mess that up?
Come back.
I figured that was like the easiest one. I guess I just
help you with?
Added it wrong. Iron ore. I don't remember how much it was, so there we go. Come.
What can I help you with?
There we go. That's every single weapon that I had access to up to this point. Completely leveled up. And I barely dropped below 500,000.
Come back soon.
Honestly, gratifying to me. I love that shit. That reminds me. Okay, I have things to show. Give me a minute. I'm gonna wait for this to load in so I can pause the game proper. Okay. Let's see. If I go over here and I go to albums and I go to NieR. Starting with this one. I was going through the desert and I saw this sticking out and listened to the shit. It's repeatedly getting clipped into the wall. It's just fucked. It just kept doing that every time I passed by that point. From that point on, I don't know what the hell is it. I banned you. I ban him. Ban that fucking clanker this instant. Anyway, chat, kill this guy. Half expected you to be like, honestly, that's it for the stream. Thanks for joining. That'd be funny. That would be funny. Then there's this. We got a couple new one of these messages. Flux left pretty quick. He said he just stopped by so he could see my face. Then we got these black marks keep showing up on my body. Sometimes I wonder if I'm going to turn into a goblin or something. But thinking about it makes my stomach hurt, so I try not to. This poor child. She thinks she's going to turn into a goblin. Then I have this, right? So this was like one of the hardest grinds. It's this guy. There's only 3 of them in this entire area. That right there is a 2% drop. No. That one's a... Yeah, that's a 2% drop. You can see how stunned I was. But then... I run all the way out here. This is the only way I knew how to do this at the time. Was to go to this angle and then go out. And then the other one spawns. And I got the other one, which was a 6% drop. I got 2 back-to-back rare drops. And I freaked out. It then took me 7 hours to get the next drop I needed. 7! I was losing it. Then there's this other one. In the book, the big tree kept on waiting and waiting. I have to wait a lot too. I wish I could do something. That's a lot of hours. It was. I forget what this one is. Oh, he just gets back up and then fades away. He just didn't realize he was fucking dead. And then that's this. I should have recorded it, but I was doing trick shots on this, right? So like how I like ran into it over here. At a point, I was ramming it and then right here jumping off and hitting it mid-air and killing it instantly. It was some of the coolest fucking shit I've been doing. I don't know why I didn't record it a single time. But I did. I did it. I swear to you. Oh, I love that glitch. It happens to me so often. It threw me off. It's really funny. I then realized at a point too, I wasn't doing it in the desert clip, but if I just lock on and fucking spam the spear button, I could just mulch the desert guy very easily. For enemies that move around a lot, it was a real help. It took me way too long to remember that that was an option. What are the big guys around? I wouldn't mind showing you how I fucking wrecked his ass. Hold on. I'm gonna do it. Where are you? Why are you all spawning here? These aren't normal spawns. Whatever, I'll just do it here. Or you could just die instantly, that works too. Whatever, I can do it, I can do it. It's just not normal enemies right now, okay? Just know that I'm cool as fuck. Everything seems a little more gray.
Man, I'm just jumpy as hell these days. It's like I'm seeing shades around every corner.
Like, even compared to the normal. I don't know if it's just me or not. Anyway, now we save proper one more time. I'm so sorry I couldn't get 69 hours recorded. I really tried. I really, really did. How could you? Whatever will we do? I guess I'll just have to go to 169 hours. Whoa, whoa, calm down, buddy. Also, I wanted to check on something real quick, just for my own sake. How many words do I have? That's really funny. that's really funny that would happen. Oh, I didn't mention. I also got the final level of the item drop rate while I was doing shit. So that's cool too. Confused train. Oh wait, was it changing stats? Only item drop rate. I could do this. Since I don't really probably need item drop rate for the boss. Despite the fact I've beaten the first like 3 endings of this game, you have more progress than me by a long shot. What can I say? I grind. I got that dog in me. It increased my experience rate for no fucking reason at all. Sure, why not? You know what? It's funny. Experience rate up. Batch assign. Just for the fucking hells of it. Sin Pesol. Oh! I didn't know I got that one. Right. Just saying. Yup. Okay. There we go.
Oh there.
Oh there. I am a lifeless husk compared to your last friend. Let's go to the lost shrine. My wife? Yeah, we get along just fine. Never had a fight with her. Peak anime protagonist voice. I don't know if I could handle it if that was a protagonist's voice. like main protagonist. Ugh, hey, perish. Stop existing. That's funny. That took so long to get. And here I am getting it with no item drop rate up. None. 0. Hello?
Everything in working order?
You sound like the stereotype of weird kids that only know anime.
Your health is diminished. Do be more careful next time.
My Japanese otaku nature will never be defeated. Oh. My ninja info cards.
Fuck! Where are you? Bitch ass. I just really hated that one in the background. Wouldn't connect to the one next to me at all. Lock on, I meant, not connect. But I mean, still technically true. Hey, gangland. Perish. Yeah, I'll take that. Wait. Oh, okay. Ooh, nice try. Alright, I should stop fucking around. Let's just get the hell up. Ignore enemies. What the fuck? Oh. I saw that wrong. I thought that was a body. I was like, I do not remember there being a body on this. See you. Changing your cameras for chumps. Okay, I'll change it. Nope. Ugh, fuck. Oh. Nice job continuing to lock on to those guys. Okay. Oh. Peace. See you. Outski. You think I'm waiting around anymore? I fought you guys for hours. I'm done. I'm killing most of you in one hit. Those who guard in two. I've been meaning to check if this is a fucking speedrun technique, by the way, to travel like that. Because if I just naturally fucking got into that from just how much I'm grinding, oh my god. Oh my god, I'd be... I don't know if I'd be impressed or just depressed. Impressed or depressed. Because like I really had to learn speedrun technique just to be able to fucking like ease my mind on the fucking travel times in this game. Oh, fuck that up. Alright. Oh. And here we are. Officially. .5 hours later. Back here to do stuff. 18.5 hours. That would be that's 6 streams worth. He said the line. Well, Fofo said the line.
Such an ominous sight, and yet I find it strangely nostalgic.
Yeah. This is where Vice and I first met. And first fought together.
Wow! This is where you used to live, Vice?
Well, yes, I suppose. In a technical sense.
Pretty nice digs for a floating magazine.
At least it was free from annoying hussies like yourself.
You cannot turn back from this point. Continue. Yeah.
And now the path is open.
truly, it's time. Good Lord, look at the scenery. This is the most appropriate it's time of all time moment. That's a Square Enix final hallway if I've ever seen one. What a peaceful garden. The little birds.
To whom does the true voice speak?
Hello?
To whom does the true form show itself? You must answer.
It can talk!
I ask, why did humans disappear from the world?
The hell is this?
I believe this is some manner of password.
Password?
Yes. The correct answer should grant us access to the castle. I feel confident I have heard this somewhere before.
Just kind of checking around a little more. I didn't really keep it the time of day. There's boxes here. Can't go over there. Oh. The Phoenix Sword. Well, damn. This is the point of no return. Here's the final Phoenix weapon. Okay, bitch. Jerk. Dick. Asshole. I'm just seeing if the wording was in any of the notes. I'd probably wasting time and I just need to talk to it again, but still. Or just progress and Vice will tell me. But still. It takes so much effort to not want to help. I know, I'm sorry. Didn't see anything.
To whom does the true voice speak? To whom does the true form show itself? I ask, why did humans disappear from the world? You must answer.
I see. Because of a black disease?
I answer, because of a black disease. I ask, how can humans extend their lives?
Oh. Acquiring leaves of the sacred tree?
I answer, by acquiring leaves of the sacred tree.
Did I just reset? I think I just reset. It's giving me the same cutscene as when I came in.
Blast. I appear to have made an error.
No, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Doubt it's gonna be in weapon stories. Wait, but could it be? Could it be in the Phoenix store? No, okay. What about this Phoenix weapon? Once again, manual prongs her head to the front. Devout by nature, she spent mornings, afternoons, and evenings in prayer for the safety of the beloved. Perhaps in response to her earnest pleas, one night a bird enveloped in light appeared to her in a dream and began to speak. "The Manuel will surely return safely," said the bird in a beautiful voice. These words brought great comfort to the woman, and she began weeping tears of joy. "However," continued the bird, "his heart will surely not." Soon the man returned as the bird had foretold, his body covered in scars beyond counting. But as the bird had also foretold, he returned with an unfamiliar woman of extraordinary beauty at his side. Despite this, the pious woman could not contain her love for the man, and ran out to meet him as he approached. Surprised, the man embraced her, then collapsed to the ground. The pious woman stood over him, a bloody dagger in one hand, and the ripe crimson fruit of his heart in the other. "His heart will stray no longer," she whispered, amidst the gathering pool of blood, her face awash with pure ecstasy. She placed a tender kiss on her beloved's heart and offered a prayer of gratitude. What the fuck? That's awesome. You know, I want to read the one for the weapon I've been using now. There was once a warrior in a frontier nation who feared not death. He was so brawny and powerful, arrows were said to bounce harmlessly off his flesh. For this reason, the warrior always threw himself into the thick of any battle. Happens. One day, a beautiful bird appeared before the warrior in a dream. The bird commended the warrior for his valor in battle and offered to grant him one of two wishes. The bird could bring an end to war and grant peace to all the world, or the bird could bequeath the warrior an immortal body. The warrior chose immortality. From that day forth, the warrior's exploits were nothing short of astonishing. He mowed down foes in uncountable numbers. No amount of arrows or swords or axes could slow his march. The king showered him with titles and gifts, and for a time, It seemed the warriors' days of stunning glory would continue until the end of time, but conflict did not cease. Eventually, the warriors' frontier nation was invaded so often that the flames of war left the entire country in ruin. Crops withered, people perished, and before long there were none left who knew the warrior's name. The shattered warrior was tortured day and night by endless starvation, but his body refused to let him die, so he sought out the bird again and pleaded for it to grant him release. "Ah, but you cannot die," chirped the bird in response. "You will never die." Awesome! No, great! This is so cool. Nothing to say here, I suppose. Okay. The items. Moon key, star key. Light key, dark key. Royal compass, vapor moss. Axes, herbs. Restored treasure map and playlist. Yona ribbon, bronze key, boar tusk, potted freesia, pile of junk. Pile of junk. Oh, that the map pointed out to. That's right. Marked map. AAKASATANAHA. MAYARAWA. Lantern, hold key, passageway key, world map, my village, lost shrine, Aries, seafront, desert, facade, junk, manor, forest of myth, underground, north plain, south plain, east road. The fact that it even lets you attempt to discard these is insane. Oh, do you want to discard the key item? Put it around up. That was annoying. I'll just let it say no. I hate when things say no, but I'll just let it say no. Oh! I could just leave. And then it loops me back around. Got it. I was wondering if it was going to just be locked. I just wanted to check on the door. That's my own bad, I suppose. That's funny. But, okay. Nothing to say about that? Alright, gang. You know what? I got a dumb idea. Hold on. Okay, not that. Nope, okay. I just figured there was the smallest chance that I was getting the Metal Gear treatment, and so I checked the box. Nope. Let's see. What else could I possibly do? I tell you what, I'm about to brute force the shit out of this. Is there some kind of hint that I should have? To where, like, there was something in one of the descriptions I needed? Because I'll accept it at this point. Just a little point in the right direction before I, again, brute force the shit out of this. Did get 5 fishing tips, cool. I wonder if there was any tutorials I missed. Sacrifice, robotics, stone, Cerberus, memory tree. That is simply a square. Which is the attack button, but I don't want to attack the birds.
To whom does the true to whom do I ask? Why did you must?
I answer,
I ask, how can human?
Separating body and soul.
I answer by separating body from soul.
I ask, what is the destination of souls?
They are placed in their corresponding shells. They are in the promised land, bursting with light.
I answer, they are in the promised land, bursting with light.
I guess that was wrong. Fuck. Skip this.
Blast. I appear to have made an error.
What if I go back?
Okay, hold on. Is it just me, or are we looping around the same path over and over?
What do you mean?
I think he means we're stuck.
There must be an escape route somewhere.
Yeah, the birds. Duh. Bird moment, so real.
To who? To I. Why did you? How?
I answer, they are placed in their corresponding shells.
Very well. You are acknowledged as master. You may enter.
Well then, it seems the way is open.
Okay, I just brute forced it, I suppose. No, yeah, it wasn't just white. I'm sorry?
It's the twins from your village.
I wanna fucking kill Devola and Popola.
Popola? Devila? What are you doing here?
Hey, any chance you'll just go back to the village? This is a very dangerous place. Even if you can find Yona here, you probably can't get her out.
Or why are you in a fighting stance, though?
How did you get here?
Shh. We're asking the questions right now.
Thank you, auto-translate, for putting devolve and populate. We're here to rescue you.
We're here to rescue Yona.
No dice, huh? Well, I guess we don't have a choice then. No, I suppose not. How sad. We didn't want to fight you. We really didn't want to.
But why are you?
Devil, what's happening?
Sorry, but this fate was predetermined. Still, we spoke to truth. We really wanted to avoid this if possible. We were
What the
hoping to
fuck?
put it off for 100 years or so, until the next generation came along.
What are you talking about?
Are they shades?
I don't think so.
It's a lie. I don't believe it.
Alright, now it's time to hit him.
We never thought you'd grow to be this powerful.
Yup.
This is madness. Why do you block our path?
You have no cause to speak so with us, Grimoire Weiss. You are a traitor.
I was just letting him talk.
What now?
Oh.
They copied my powers.
Ah, shit on a shingle. They can use the sealed verses.
Of course we can. The power came from us in the first place. You were simply loaned a small portion of it.
Ow.
Vice, are you all right?
Devil, Popola.
Why does he sound
Why are
like
you guys
static,
doing
though?
this? Why are you siding with the shades?
Ow. There we go.
Why?
The answer to every riddle lies within the heart of the Shadow Lord.
Shadow Lord. So you've been on his side this whole time?
You must search for that answer yourself. You've got to face your own truth now. Please, enter the Shadow Lord's castle.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Devila and Popola are fighting us.
Yes, they do seem to be putting us through a great deal of...
You okay, Weiss?
How odd. For long years, my mind and tongue have been my greatest assets. But now the latter seems to be... Hell,
Vice?
do not look at me like that. I am Grimoire Weiss. I am perfectly...
It's all a simulation. None of it's real. His code is breaking. They're realizing they're in a game.
I think I hear a waltz.
It certainly is a grand affair.
Bunch of dancing bastards.
Well,
Shades!
I think we're locked in.
It's not like I was planning to leave.
Yeah, it's a bit late for that.
oop. I fought these guys so much. I know exactly how to deal with them. A word! Ululoth. Armor break 30. Do you know what that means, gang? It's really important that I show this. 69. Oh shit, I fucking... Stream mode. Bam. Yeah, funny number. Woo! Funny. Wahoo! I'm yucking it up. I'm laughing. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Oh, broken wristwatch again, motherfucker. Who are you? Why was that one different? Oh, it's this fucking. Hold on. Hold on. Kill this. Fuck you. Bam! Bam! Oh, he's dead. Where are you? Fuck you. Ow.
Damn it!
Nope.
Coming!
I'll open the next door. Cover me.
Oh, how I do love a good...
Another word! Well, it was fun while it lasted.
Vice!
Hmm? Oh, right. Protect the hussy, yes? Good plan. Let's go.
Another word. Experience rate 30. Why not? Which one is... No, this is the wrong section. Weapons? Yes.
Kaine for us.
Stupid door. Come on. Oh, come on.
Ooh.
Hurry!
It's not open yet?
Do I look like a goddamn locksmith to you?
No, you idiot. What are you doing?
Lock doesn't want to open? Fine. I'll just break it down.
Stop, you impatient fool.
Goddamn no good bullshit bastard! Open the fuck up already! Ugh! Got it.
Kaine, look out!
Is she gonna die again? Are those just bombs? Tell me those are just bombs. And she's just standing there. Classic jobbing Kaine.
These things are freaking me out! Kaine, what's wrong?
We need to help Kaine.
Wrong one. Well done. Wrong one. Give me blast back.
We need to help Kaine.
You okay?
Yeah, but we got problems.
Girl dies more than Krillin, but does she die more than Goku? Where did that thing come from? If I saw that, I would have fucking attacked that first. Caretaker. It's a boar! It's a fucking boar! My first enemy! Fuck you!
We don't need forgiveness, asshole.
Kaine?
Fuck you!
Damn shit.
Great value again.
Oh dear.
Pig moment. Oh, armored boar. A dirge for the hero? Hold on, what is that? You defeated Goose within 2 minutes. Oh. Okay. Oh.
Can you even hurt this thing?
Oh no!
We can't stop now. Damn it.
Stay focused, Kaine. Don't fall victim to such distractions.
Come on! We have to keep going!
Let's go. This way. Move.
Is he gonna tear the door down? Ooh! The Dragoon Lance. Tell me it's anywhere near powerful, I dare ya. Yeah, alright. I gotta go down the long way. The long way. I'm on word edit. Damn it. Hold on. The Dragoon Lance. Yeah, okay. I mean, to be fair, mine is max level, but still.
Up here!
It's okay, Emil. I'm really fast. Pig moment.
Deal with this thing.
Please, hurry!
Dude. I don't know if you know this, but I'm the fastest motherfucker alive.
Damn it, I can't get it open.
Attack incoming!
Oh.
The entrance is locked too!
It seems we are in a bit of a predicament.
Too much gas. Pig gas. Is that the people of the... Yeah, it is! You guys are going to actually die. Just wanted to warn you.
What are you doing here?
You are correct.
But
Fuck, I didn't get to read that.
stop! Let me go! Stop it! Damn it! King, no!
Now go rescue the one you hold dear. Is what he said.
Open the door! You can't fight that thing on your own! Open the damn door!
Could have left him with one of your fully upgraded
Knock it
weapons.
off already.
True.
Let's go. Kaine.
I have so many to spare.
He's fighting for you. And for Fira. Don't let him die for nothing.
My friend.
My friend. Sorry, that shouldn't be funny. I don't know. My friend. Did he even have an actual name? We were just calling him the King. I'll take that. A recovery potion. Say, you ever seen a boss fountain before? Like, are you familiar with the term? Fucking, there's like 8 fucking health cells. Goodness. And there they are. Hey, wait a second. I recognize the environment.
Devila. Popola.
Oh, look. You made it. We've been waiting for so long.
Why are you doing this?
It began 1,300 years ago.
Why are you saying it so snidely? It began 1,300 years ago, Charlie.
Humanity, finding itself on the brink of extinction, undertook a last-ditch rescue plan called Project Gestalt.
Gestalt?
Do you still not remember, Grimoire Weiss? Then let's give you a refresher.
By attacking you.
Oh. Yona.
Weiss!
My mind. I remember.
You were a construct.
Devila. Popola. You are human. In fact, oh no.
Yeah, sometimes the truth can be a real bitch. You want to finish that thought for him, sister? All of us, every person standing in this room, are mere shells created by the true humans.
What are you saying?
You still don't get it? You aren't human.
I had a small feeling of that.
So then humans, I mean, the true humans, are extinct?
But I didn't know how it worked, so.
No, they still live on. You know them as shades.
Oh.
Each shade is a twisted remnant of what was once a human being.
Okay, no, I'm still good. I'm good.
Crazy, huh? Now let's skip the part where you stand there with your mouths agape and just get down to business.
Wait.
Sorry, but we're gonna be needing that shell of yours. The rightful owner has been waiting for a very long time. Please don't be angry with us. We are only doing our duty. Our endless existences have a single purpose: to control the lives of others in accordance with the will of the true humans. You have your own motives, your own desires. And we have ours. I fear it really is just that simple.
Don't speak such foolishness.
Sorry.
You think I'm not gonna just immediately open up my notes? Project Gestalt Report 923. As noted in the previous report, implementation of Gestalt mode can prevent the white chlorination syndrome we recently experienced. Transfer of bodily information to civilization repressed replicants is proceeding as planned, with the genes of the originals safely stored inside. Our role as surveillance androids to prepare for when the incurable bacterial disease eventually dies out is also underway. So far, this is proceeding without issue. Observer 21, codename Popola. Project Gestalt Report 9182. That's the fucking fourth Colossus. I hate that fucker. This document discusses potential strategies for the relapse cases we have observed in recent years. The term relapse, of course, refers to the catastrophic loss of sentience seen in current gestalts. This syndrome has defied even our most pessimistic initial estimates, and continues to trend upward with disturbing speed, with some relapsed gestalts beginning to attack replicants. There is an urgent need to take comprehensive action. We remain convinced that an unknown technological defect in the Gestalt transformation process is responsible for the condition, but so far have been unable to confirm this theory. Research of this new condition is now our top priority and looks likely to continue for some time. Observer 22, codename Devola. Project Gestalt Report 10432. Shorthand minutes of Case 23. Emergency Response Conference. Committing Special Meeting. Issue. Observed upward trend in relapses, noted and discussed. Issue. Acceleration of restoration schedule, approved. Report. Debate over using codename NieR for human restoration schedule. Report. Preparations to launch Vice decoding system for above. Report. Order collection of guidance and release code for Flux alongside Vice launch. Codename Popola and codename Devola. Project Gestalt Report 11-242. We've determined that the rise of relapses was due to an unexpected spike in the sentience of replicants, as well as genetic instability within the original Gestalt. It seems the original's effect on bodies that have undergone the Gestalt process was not anticipated in advance. Immediate action must be undertaken to identify the links between this trend and the original Gestalt, along with its sister, the relapsed case known as Yona. The observer contact group is growing uneasy, so finding a solution to the relapse issue should be considered a top priority. See other reports for more details. Popola. I'm mildly confused. It's so much to take in at once. Okay, so like, what are replicants are like reissues of humans? I'm a replicant of an original human through Project Gestalt. And a Gestalt is like the original human, I'm guessing, in some kind of code or something somewhere. Is that what this is? Oh, this is confusing. It's funny because they did the one thing that I've always wanted out of like villains in a game, where it's like, we're just gonna skip the whole pretense of you trying to figure things out and now fight without telling you anything because you don't deserve it. But like at the same time, it's like, fuck, now I don't know anything.
You and us, we're the same. Tools in the hands of a master.
No! I'm nothing like you!
Ow. That's one.
Devila? Devila?
That was my favorite one of the two. Rip in peace, Devil.
Are you crying? No! Don't die! You know, Popola, I understand now why we're twins. It's because we were born without souls. Devila, I can't stop the bleeding. Oh God, I can't stop it. This world is too lonely for one without a soul. There's too much emptiness. Our souls are missing. And yet somehow our tears still work. It's kind of weird. Sorry, sis. I love you. Devila! Devila! Don't you go! No, I can't be alone! Devila!
It's okay, you're next. Whoa!
Popola. Let's stop this now.
Stop? Now you want to stop? You think you have the luxury to stop? You cut down my sister like a goddamn animal and now you want to stop?
Excuse me?
It doesn't have to. No one stops. It's way too late to stop. No one stops.
Now this is storytelling. Fuck yes.
Please, don't do this
parents to me!
Those two have watched the world wither for time immemorial. The cruelness of such a fate is difficult to imagine.
I don't want to do this! I don't want to fight her!
Stop bitching and start fighting! It's the only way!
Alright. Now you're done. Nope. 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 Good shit. Good storytelling. Why the fuck would they even remotely treat me nicely? Like, fuck you. Real characters. Real emotions. Eat shit and die. You killed my sister.
The bridge!
Blast! We're trapped.
I've got an idea.
Nuke.
I fear we're done for.
It'll be all right. You know, when I was young, I hated my eyes. And now that I'm older, I hate what my body has become. But there's something else there now. Something like pride, you know? I mean, without all this, I couldn't have become your friend. Goodbye, my friends. Thank you for everything.
Emil.
For so long, all I could do was destroy. But now, I have a chance to save something.
No!
Now get going, okay?
Emil.
Don't worry about me. I'm gonna be fine.
Emil! Emil!
Oh.
Emil! You jackass, get back here! Emil!
Emil, my boy.
Kaine's so unstable, and Vice can't stop arguing with people. I hope they can hold it together once I'm gone. Well, I guess they'll just have to learn.
Hmm?
I want to see you again. I want to see all of you again. Just one more time. I'm scared. I don't want to die.
Oh. No. No. That's fucking depressing. He fucking atomized himself. Now he's showing human features. Evil flux reveal. Awesome. Thanks, Kaine. Thanks, Kaine.
Let's go.
Thanks, Kaine.
Yeah.
Cool as always. Thanks for beating the shit out of me. I appreciate it. Hello. Nice pep talk. Truly. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I feel like you're a bot, though. One of those lovely people coming in to give me some kind of, like, I don't know, big old streamer banner. Is that what you're advertising something, bud? It's always the exact same dialogue from these people. I'm just gonna go ahead and preemptively, I think, ban this person. I just don't even want to begin to try. It's always the same shit. It's like, hey, how are you? Can you see my message if I didn't respond? And then if I do, it's like, I just followed. Hey, attack power up. Like, what a time to come in to try to bother me about it. Atricide. Average Twitch chat L, that's what I'm saying. She has indeed aged, which is something. But she also looks scrawny, as if she hasn't eaten a single thing the whole time. How human of you.
This ends here. Strike hard. Hold nothing back.
How could a mere tool hope to stand against the Shadow Lord?
Don't speak in such a manner, fool. I am nothing
I
like you.
forgot about the voice. Oh.
Strike it when it has stopped. Watch out!
Be careful!
Oh.
I know.
Ow.
Vice, you alright?
Naturally, I am as fit as a fit.
Wait. Brother?
Yoda. Huh?
Please, just stop. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't need someone else's body. I don't want it. There's another girl inside this body. I can hear her. She won't stop crying. She says she wants to see her brother.
Yoda's been possessed?
This girl loves her brother too, just as much as I do.
Who would have guessed?
It's not right, you know? It's not right that she can't see him. It's you, isn't it?
Yes, it's me. Let's go home.
Are you about to like jump out a window? What the fuck are you doing? Where are you going? Or are you just gonna open the fucking curtain and have the sunlight kill the shade from you?
I'm really sorry. I don't know what to. I'm so very sorry. No matter what. Just know that
Love you.
Hurry. The shade that possessed her is gone.
Hey, buddy.
Watch over Yona for me. You want me to understand your sadness? You think I'm gonna sympathize with you?
Woo!
I swore to protect my sister and my friends. If someone puts them in danger, they must stand aside or be cut down. Now come on! Let's finish this! Vice, what's wrong?
You're freaking me out here, Vice.
What are you doing?
Oh.
Just do it. Strike the killing blow.
Now I want to know. Was there another ending for not killing him? What is happening? Vice!
Bother. One moment, please.
You okay?
Fine, just fine. Alright, no, I'm not.
Alright, no, I'm not.
It seems some headstrong idiot has decided to push me beyond my limits. I should have taken that job as a cookbook when I had the chance.
Vice, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Only joking. I hate cookbooks.
But
Let's go. Out of the way. I have one final task to fulfill.
where are you going?
Why, to stop him, of course. But after that, it's up to you. Only you can see this battle to its conclusion. I wish you luck, my friend.
You can't. I swore I'd always fight by your side.
You are an exceedingly stubborn lad. You know that, yes? Perhaps that's why I've so enjoyed our time together. But I fear this is where our journey ends.
Vice!
Oh, and remember what I told you about using my full name? Well, forget it. I've grown rather fond of Vice.
Vice. I knew you'd come around.
Don't let it go to your head now.
Oh no. My emotional feelings for a book. They're growing. For a Redditor book, he was a good one. Grimoire Vice has lost all of his powers.
I have something to defend. I have a reason to live. Shut.
A world in flood. coincidence. Unreal.
Is Yona all right? Oh God, no.
Oh.
Oh, please, the girl is fine.
Huh? Why does he sound like a spirit?
Weiss? Where are you? Are you okay?
I am as well as can be, considering I have lost my physical form. Doubtless my voice will be the next to go, so listen closely. Your sister is safe. Do not mourn her, and do not give up hope. Instead, you must call her back to you.
How?
Use your memories. Recall the times you spent with her. Present her with proof that the two of you live still, and that your lives have meaning.
I don't know.
Typical. But take heart. I know you can do it.
What's my favorite food?
So if you named yourself Skibbity, that trophy would have been called A World in Skibbity. That would be fucking awful if it actually was a trophy named after your name.
Cookies. What's my favorite book?
The flower one?
That's my magic storybook.
Never mind.
What's my favorite place? Home with you. What's my favorite flower? The lunar tear, of course. Okay, one more question. Who do I love more than anyone? That's not the right name. Nope. Come on, think about it.
I'm just being difficult for the fun of it.
Do you really not know? Is that you?
Yona.
Is this my body?
Yes, Yona. It's yours and yours alone.
You look bigger than before. Like you've grown up.
Well, yeah. I guess you haven't seen me for a while.
Have I been asleep this whole time?
Something like that.
It's almost like I'm a princess from some fairy tale.
Oh, Yona. I'm so happy to have you back.
Me too.
Kaine.
You and your sister, you have a good life, Kay?
Where are you gonna go?
Guess I'll...
You could stay with us, you know.
Thanks, but I'll pass. You know how it is. I got my own shit to take care of.
Like what?
Personal shit, alright? Anyway, take it easy, yeah?
Kaine.
Hey, look. It's beautiful. For the longest time, I heard someone telling me how they wanted to see the light. And now, I can finally see it.
What is that little symbol now instead of her walking? It's like a weird tiger thing. Look at her run. Oh. Younger.
Thank you. I love it. It's so sunny today.
Yeah, it sure is.
Why does he look so fucked up and evil compared to her? Like, why couldn't they show, like, what he really looks like instead? What the fuck? Interesting. What a great game. When Popola screamed, "You cut my sister down like a common dog." What a wild line, as if she wasn't the one fucking, like, attacking me to begin with. I think it'd be confusing because he just looked like the main character. Yeah, but they could have, like, had him be the shadow version and then the stuff fade away so that you know it's the other two. Still. Because it's still already confusing why they were kids again. I thought the kids were the fucking, like, originals in fucking the other world. Still a banger though. Yeah, like, genuinely, that, like, ending bit of the Devola and Popola fights, like, the character writing is so good. I'm going to think about that for a long time, because it's so rare that you get people just acting emotional and human in things like that. It's always so acted. It's always so, like, scripted writing. They're so over the top, and that one's just like you killed her sister, and then it's like, we can stop, please, we don't have to do this. And she's like, stop? You kill my sister and now you want to stop? You're choosing now to try to fucking stop. It's over. It's way past the point of fucking no returns. I don't know who you think you are, but you're dying now. Good. Excellent fucking writing. Like, I've been waiting for a game to fucking do shit like this for ages, and it's a fucking like 10-plus-year-old game. Do you think they'll try to get the second ending today, or is that a next time thing? I mean, we've only been streaming for an hour and a half. If it's fast, yeah, absolutely I'm gonna go for another ending right now. I think her screaming after you kill her sister and one of the moments where Vice screams are some of the best voice acting in the game. It's faster every time. Okay. Oh wait, no it won't be. Do I have to go through like the entire second arc? Because if that's the case, then ooh, that's gonna be a little rough. But I am planning on doing all of it. Yeah, but with extra content? Mostly just extra cutscenes, but there's one thing that could be different, but I don't know if it's based on level or which ending you want. Huh. I suppose I can officially half cheat. How to get other NieR endings. Oh, and I should put Replicant. Oh, here we go. Yeah. See, that took an hour. Almost an hour and a half. Ah, and they have tape on there to let me know what endings I have. Ending A. Exit the clear data save screen. Yeah. Ending B. Load your cleared data. Call her back. You viewed the first ending. Ending A. Load your clear data after completing the game to experience Kaine's story. You can now read a departed mother's diary in your house. Wardrobe has been added to the options menu. New outfits can be obtained by progressing through a departed mother's diary. Change music has been added to the game settings selection of the options menu.
Whenever I interacted with Kaine, I was reminded about something from my past. Maybe my mind has been confusing her with my sister this whole time. Anyway...
Wait. Yeah, no, that's right. That's right. I remembered how this worked wrong. Kaine's dreams discrimination. It doesn't say it explicitly, so I want you to know the wardrobe is only available via the main menu options menu. Oh. The sound of rain filled the village. The steep cliffs that surrounded the area magnified sound, causing even the slightest drizzle to rattle like a thunderstorm. Thin wisps of smoke streamed from huts as the villagers huddled in their homes and waited out the rain. A single child, however, had braved the downpour and was now wandering slowly toward the wooden, hawk-shaped weather vane at the center of town. The wanderer reached the vane, which had existed for as long as any could remember, and stared. The child's face was simultaneously delicate and fierce, like a teacup that had survived a shipwreck, whose traits combined with pale white skin to give the face an almost sexless quality. What the fuck? If the beak turns east, I go home. If it stays west, then The child blinked. Rain slowly dripped down the young one's short hair and began its long descent to the ground. Come on. Come on! The child felt a slight breeze and watched as the veins slowly creaked to life. Spinning this way and that for a moment, it finally settled with the beak pointed firmly towards the east. East? Really? Before the vein could move again, a jagged rock came spinning and tumbling through the air, striking home against the child's head. The force of the blow dropped the child to the ground as a hail of stones began to fall all around. Oh no! They found me! A heartbreaking smile crept across the child's face as the stones continued their assault. Through the rain, the sound of multiple footsteps grew louder before a voice rang out. Yoo-hoo! Kaine! The voice belonged to Demo, worst of all the bullies in the area. As Kaine struggled to stand, a final stone came skittering through the mud and bounced against her foot. Blood oozed from a cut above her eye and blurred her vision, but she could make out the shapes of Demo and his usual gang of idiots. The boy seemed taken aback for a moment by Kaine's seeming indifference to the blood dripping from her face, but quickly regained his bravado. What's up, freak? You like the rain? You like getting all wet, or did you finally decide to run away from home? Though she knew it was futile, Kaine turned to leave. Before she could get more than a few steps, the other children scrambled to surround her, cruelty burning in their eyes. Kaine knew those were not the only eyes on her. The tormentor's parents watched from the safety of their homes. She was attuned to the sensation. It was one she had experienced many times before. While some villagers simply turned a blind eye to the actions of their children, many encouraged it openly. What the fuck, dude? I know a fun fact about Kaine if you're interested after you get through this. As long as it's not spoilers. In a society ruled by superstition and fear, Kaine was something to be hated, and if possible, destroyed. I didn't say you could leave, freak. Demo's words chewed at her like a worm through an apple. He can't hurt me, she lied to herself. Be strong, be brave. He can't hurt me. He can't hurt me. He can't hurt... Oh, look, the little freak is gonna cry. What's wrong? Are you sad that everyone hates you and wants you dead? Kaine prayed for the rain to flood down and carry her away from a world that seemed to have no place for her. But if there were gods, they chose to ignore her. As Demo crept ever closer, the clouds began to thin and the rain slowed. Even the weather hates me. I'm useless. A failure. I wish Demo's rock had taken my head off. Kaine couldn't beat Demo's leering gaze. She lowered her eyes and stared at the muddy ground below. The bully moved forward until he was inches away. She could smell the scent of old meat on his breath. The boy grabbed Kaine's face with thick fingers and yanked it upward. She tried to turn away, but he forced her gaze back and jammed his thumb against her eyelid to pry it open. Show me. No. Did you say no? Demo grinned evilly.
You don't say no to me. No one says no to me.
Not even taking his attention from Kaine, he called to his cohorts.
Come on, guys. Let's give the freak what she deserves.
As soon as Demo finished, kicks and blows began to rain down upon Kaine. Demo paused, still grinning, as Kaine curled into a ball and tried to make the pain stop.
I don't get you, freak. What you acting like a girl for, huh? Everyone knows what you really are.
Kaine ignored the question, choosing instead to stare at the weather vane. It continued to point east, as if supremely confident about the future it had chosen for her. Go home? Yeah, that's a funny joke for someone with dead parents and no home to go to.
Freak!
Chanted the children. Freak! 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 Kaine closed her eyes and listened to the rain, waiting for the pain to start again. As the clutching hands of the village children closed around her, she bent her mind to the sound of the rain, letting it become her world entire. It's never explicitly stated, but it's canon and alluded to in this. Okay. The rain fell. The pain never came. Only when the laughter of her tormentors turned to terrified cries did she dare open a single blood-caked eye. Kaine was shocked to see Demo sprawled on the ground, holding his head and screaming in pain. She could see blood welling from spaces between his fat, twisted fingers. Oh my god. He's crying. He's actually crying. Deprived of their leader, the other children glanced back and forth between themselves, as if waiting for someone to step forward and take charge. When no savior emerged, they began an uneasy shuffle away from Kaine. But the young girl was the least of their concerns. Instead, their attention was rapt on the ancient woman standing a few feet away. After struggling for breath for a moment, she finally spoke in a voice thick with rage.
Hurts like a bitch, don't it? Now I suggest you scatter before I throw another one. And if any of you little bastards even ever touch Kaine again, I'll do far worse than throw a rock. You can count on it.
The old woman crouched down and gently touched the hand Demo was using to cover the wound. Before he could think to protest, she ground her palm into the wound and twisted back and forth.
Ow!
He screamed, leaping to his feet.
Stop it! What are you doing? Quit whining, and ain't no one ever died from a scratch. You hit me with a rock, you stupid bitch. A big one. That thing could have killed me.
The old woman shrugged.
Death is the best cure for stupid.
Demo's face twisted with rage at her words. Locking his eyes on Kaine, he took a step backward and spat on the ground.
Get out! Leave the village. No one wants you here, either of you.
Seeing the old woman grab another stone, Demo and his companions turned tail and ran. As they fled, the old woman grabbed her side and barked out a single laugh.
Ha! Look at that fat boy go. Guess he's healthy enough to run from a fight.
The woman's smile faded as she turned her attention to Kaine. Kneeling down, she removed her shawl and placed it around the young girl's shoulder. Then produced a cloth from the folds of her dress and began blotting at the blood on her forehead.
Oh, Kaine, she said. Why didn't you fight back? You're stronger than that lot.
The words of her grandmother stung Kaine, and she turned away.
Don't be nice to me, she said. I don't deserve it. Nothing matters anymore.
Her tears, held in check for so long, finally began to fall on the muddy ground below.
Everyone hates me. They think I cause bad things to happen. They think I'm a freak. I wish I was dead.
As Kaine's tears turned to sobs, she felt her grandmother's hands on her shoulders. Despite her advanced age and diminutive size, she was a woman of surprising strength, and Kaine found herself unable to turn away.
Don't talk like that, girl. It's a river wide and deep that flows between the realms of this world and the next, and it grants no mercy to any that attempt that crossing. You got a duty to fight until your last breath. Understand? The old woman tightened her grip and tried to still the tremor in her voice. You know the pain of losing someone close to you, Kaine. You know because you survived it. As the words hit home, Kaine was struck by the force of her love for the old woman. As a young child, she didn't even know of her grandmother, but when her parents died, the woman quickly accepted her as her own. Grandma, as Kaine called her, was cunning, vulgar, and quick to violence, and their first few years together had not been easy. But with each year that passed, Kaine and her grandmother had grown closer. However, it was only now, sitting in the mud with tears and blood caking her face, that Kaine truly understood the depths of her affection. Here was a woman who had seen hard times, who had seen death, who had fought through all of these things and somehow emerged on the other side. If anyone could understand Kaine's pain and loneliness, it was her. Did I make you sick, Grandma? Of course not. Don't be an ass. Kaine drew her grandmother's moth-eaten shawl around her body and shuddered. But my body, it's not normal. If I was normal, then Mom and Dad wouldn't... Hush, interrupted Grandma. I'll not hear another word of this nonsense. You're my granddaughter, and I love you. And if folks have a problem with that, they could just go to hell. With that, the old woman reached out and placed a wreath of dried flowers in Kaine's hair. The skill it took to bend the flowers without breaking the stems or losing a single petal was remarkable, and the beauty of it made Kaine want to cry all over again. Your body is tea. Oh my gosh, these are lunar tears. Grandma, you made this for me? Lunar tears were legendary flowers. Most people could live their entire lives without ever seeing one, and yet her grandmother had somehow collected a dozen or more. Kaine reached up and touched the wreath as if she couldn't believe it was real. Where did you find these? Just stumbled on them while I was out doing the shopping. The old woman turned away as she spoke, leading Kaine to suspect that the search had been more difficult than she was letting on. The pains she took to construct the ornament, let alone track down the flowers used in its construction, made Kaine's head hurt. Hold on, I'm getting like a million messages real quick. Stuff I'll have to look at later. She reached up and gently adjusted the wreath, admiring the way it felt between her fingers. Didn't quite turn out right, said her grandmother as she squinted at it. These old hands have trouble with delicate work. It looks great on a pretty girl like you. Kaine blushed and turned away. You think I'm pretty? Of course you are. What a fool thing to say. Thank you, Grandma. Her grandma smiled. It'll be fine, you and me, she said. As long as we got each other, we'll be just fine. Kaine took her grandmother's hand in hers, and the two of them struggled to their feet. As they began the long walk home, Kaine gripped the hand with all her might, as if trying to stop smoke from drifting away on the wind. The rain had stopped. Kaine stood beneath the weather vane, watching it spin in lazy circles, no longer caring about the direction it faced when it stopped. I don't need to escape. I have a home now. Grandma loves me and that's enough. Even if it's us against the world. Kaine let her gaze drift up past the vane and into the cloudy sky. The last faint hints of a rainbow were slowly fading. As she turned and headed home, the light scattered into a million particles and vanished, seemingly taken away on the breeze. Oh my god, give me 1 second, I'm gonna drink some water. In the distance, Kaine heard the steady sounds of an axe striking wood.
The noise had a purposeful quality to it, as if she was hearing a master woodsman go about his work. The firewood being produced, however, was as far from a work of art as could be. Pieces of every shape and size were being flung about a barren yard with wild abandon. Anyone trying to stack such wood would probably die of frustration before the job was through.
Stupid piece of shit axe!
Kaine's grandmother flailed away with the axe, filling the air with both splinters of wood and words that would make the most hardened sailor blush.
Grandma, called Kaine. That you, Kaine?
Yelled the old woman, taking her eyes off the wood for a moment.
Don't get too close or I might take your goddamn foot off by mistake.
She brought the axe down on a piece of wood, sending chips flying in every direction. One spun past Kaine close enough for her to hear the whistle, at which point she decided to step back. Once she'd scuttled to a safe distance, she cupped her hands over her mouth and shouted, "Grandma! Do you need help?
I can get you water or lunch or, a new axe or something."
The axe, poised to strike another wobbly blow, paused in midair. The old woman considered her granddaughter's offer for a moment and smiled. No, that was the other one. Oh my god, I read that wrong. Anyway,
tell you what, since I'm doing such a piss poor job of chopping, why don't you come here and take over so I can go get the water? Jades have been restless lately, and I don't want you running into one of them bastards.
Relinquishing the axe, her grandmother picked up a long pole with wooden buckets on either end. Gathering water was by far the more difficult of the two jobs, but Kaine knew better than to complain. Once Grandma's mind was set, there was no changing it. Kaine did her best to help with chores, but Grandma took every task that required travel to the village. Though she had a long list of plausible excuses, Kaine knew the real reason. She didn't want her grandmother to be taunted and harassed by the villagers. Once Kaine moved in, Grandma decided to take up residence a good distance from the area. Out of sight, out of mind seemed to be the best policy when it came to the villagers and her granddaughter, and rare were the days when any but the two of them could be found on the rocky acre of land they called home. Kaine enjoyed the solitude, but harbored a secret resentment that her grandmother was forced to spend her golden years in such a place. After watching her grandmother leave, Kaine turned her attention to the task at hand. She had never chopped wood before in her life, and soon discovered why the old woman hated the chore. Swing after swing of the axe produced only a tiny crack in the wood, and when she finally managed to connect with a solid stroke, the tool embedded itself in the log and refused to budge. Frustrated, Kaine swung the axe around her head and threw it, log and all, across the yard.
Damn it! Crap!
She suddenly understood the joy her grandmother felt in a good curse. Happier now, she picked up the axe, forced it from the wood, and resumed chopping. She had a natural skill with the blade, but the task was challenging, and blisters soon began to form on her small pink hands. This is tough. My logs are all weird sizes. Spitting on her palms and ignoring the pain, Kaine redoubled her efforts. Just as she was developing a rhythm, Grandma returned from the village. Setting down her buckets with a small sigh, she took one look at the logs and coughed out a wheezy laugh.
Pretty clumsy, girl. You better practice if you...
Grandmother suddenly collapsed her knees, causing one of the buckets to wobble precariously. Eyes wide, Kaine dropped the axe and ran to her grandmother's side.
Grandma!
The old woman shook her head and pointed a trembling finger at the bucket.
Get the bucket. Can't let it spill.
Kaine steadied the bucket with a foot as she knelt by her grandmother. A small bit of water sloshed over the side and made a new home in the hem of her dress, but Kaine didn't notice.
Grandma? Grandma, what's happening?
Crazed with panic, she grabbed her grandmother by the shoulder and shook. After a moment, the woman lifted her arms and batted Kaine away.
Stop that! Just stop!
She cried, breathing heavily.
It ain't like I'm dying. Just tired from the trip is all.
Kaine desperately wanted to believe her, but one look at the old woman's shaking hands and worn face told her more than words ever could. Her grandmother had lived a long, hard life, and it seemed the bill was finally coming due. The time when her grandmother watched over Kaine was ending, sooner than either of them had feared. The positions would be reversed. The next morning, Kaine came to the side of her grandmother's bed and took her wrinkled hand. "Grandma, you're sick. You need medicine. I'm going to the village." The old woman shook her head and tried to rise, but Kaine gently pushed her down. "It's all right," she said. "I'll be fine." Her grandmother fixed her with a gaze that could melt steel. After what seemed an eternity, she finally lowered her eyes and sighed. "Well, I don't like it, goddammit. I guess I should quit being so stubborn and let you grow up." The old woman watched as Kaine strapped on her boots and made her way down the road to the village. Hours later, as an unseen sun made its way across a dark and rainy sky, she was still watching. Or wait, was it waiting? I'm dyslexic. Yeah, it says watching. Okay. Don't worry about it. Kaine moved at a brisk pace, checking her pockets every few minutes to make sure the money her grandmother gave her was still there. Every noise caused her to spin on her heels, making sure she wasn't being stalked by a shade. Or worse, Demo and his gang. But she encountered neither tormentors nor shades, and Kaine finally found herself at the entrance to the village. The few adults who could see glanced sideways at her, then muttered to each other behind raised hands before slinking away from the shadows. Her heart racing, Kaine took a series of rapid, shallow breaths and tried to calm herself. "I have to prove myself. I have to help Grandma. I have to be strong." She chanted those words to herself over and over as she slowly made her way. Finally, her eyes settled on a rotund older woman who was angrily waving her arms in the air and telling anyone who would listen exactly what she thought of Kaine's presence. "Hey lady," said Kaine with a bravado she did not feel. "Where's the apothecary?" The woman's flabby cheeks shook in bewildered anger. "How dare this thing speak to me?" they seemed to say. But Kaine saw that her eyes held a different emotion. Fear. "Yeah, we're both scared, lady. Trust me on this one." "Which way?" Kaine repeated. The woman pointed at a small building to her right before hitching up her dress and stumbling off in the other direction. Okay, I actually gotta go. I'll come back before the normal stream end time, and hopefully you're still going, and I can tell you the cool fun fact. Okie doke. Let's see, where was I? Stumbling off the other direction, Kaine cringed, expecting a stone to come flying from the assembled crowd, but nothing came. Her mind was filled with a strange sense of pride as she made her way to the apothecary, but the new emotion had little time to take root, for as soon as she opened the door, she noticed a familiar customer at the counter. It was Demo. He'd clearly been here on some kind of family errand, because his gang of followers was nowhere to be found. "Oh my god," he sputtered. What are you doing here, freak?" The insult was delivered without force, and Kaine happily ignored it. Stretching on tiptoes to see over the counter, she asked the shopkeeper for medication. "Ha!" barked Demo. "That old bitch finally keel over?" "Go to hell, Demo." The boy's eyes grew so wide they seemed ready to fall out of his head, but before he could let fly a comeback, or worse, a punch, the apothecary told them to knock it off before he kicked them out of the store. Demo slunk out of the shop, cursing Kaine under his breath. Once he was gone, she allowed herself to breathe once more, taking a brief tour of the shop while the owner prepared for her medication. I'm still listening, just not very interested to be honest. Fuck you. Countless tiny bottles filled the cramped store, each with a label written in some indecipherable language. An ocean of aromas assaulted her nose, creating a scent that was exotic, but not altogether unpleasant. Seeing such a variety of supplies gave Kaine a sense of peace. Surely, in a world so vast, there would be a place that she could call home. On the far wall, behind the counter, rested a portrait of a stunning young girl. The picture had once contained bright, vibrant colors, but time had worked its cruel magic and they were beginning to fade. The beauty of the work, however, remained undiminished. You like the picture? Kaine turned to the apothecary with a small vial of medicine in his hand. His eyes were gentle but sad, and they seemed to stare through her and into nothing as he spoke. That's my daughter. I sketched it when she was just a little girl. She's been dead a long time now. Kaine didn't know how to respond. She just stared at the portrait and tried to come up with the right words. Pictures are wonderful things, continued the shopkeeper. They let the ones closest to you live on forever. He shook his head slightly, then looked down at Kaine and smiled, handing her the medicine. He reached into his sizable green apron and produced a handful of old wax crayons. You should have these. There's no one left that I wish to draw. Kaine took an instinctive step back, causing the shopkeeper's face to darken. Yes, I've heard the rumors about you, he said. It's a small village, and word travels quickly. Between you and me, I'm not sure which of them to believe, but I also don't think they matter much. I know your grandmother, Callie, and I think the way she was driven out of this town is just deplorable. Grandma's name is Callie? Thought Kaine suddenly. She was still mulling this new fact over in her mind as she reached out and gently took the crayons from the apothecary's hands. Your grandmother is an old friend of mine, he said as Kaine scooted away yet again, and I owe her much. I wager she would like it if you drew her a picture of her. Yes, I think she would like that very much. Kaine murmured a quiet agreement, but inside her heart was bursting. Never before had a villager treated her with anything but complete contempt. It was a tiny, almost imperceptible step, but it was a step nonetheless. And with enough tiny steps, she might one day discover the rest of the world. When Kaine returned home, she found her grandmother asleep on her bed. Her feet were blackened and raw, even bleeding a bit in places, leading Kaine to think that she had been pacing around the room until exhaustion finally caught up with her. She placed the medicine by her grandmother's pillow and turned to leave, but found the old woman's hand clasped around her arm. Back already, are you? Asked her grandmother with a yawn. Come here, let me have a look at you. Grandma sat up and examined Kaine from head to toe, finally satisfied with nothing terrible had befallen her grandchild. She leaned back and allowed herself to relax. Well, how was it? Those bastards give you any trouble? It was kind of fun, said Kaine with a small smile. No, seriously, it was. Fun, huh? Asked her grandmother in a voice which implied she believed anything but. Uh-huh. So, anytime you need me to run an errand, just let me know. As she spoke, Kaine removed the crayons from her pocket. After a brief explanation of their source, she informed her grandmother that she was going to sketch her portrait. A portrait? Of me? Ridiculous. No one wants to stare at a wrinkled old crone. But, Grandma, it'll make you live forever. Horse shit, said her grandmother, throwing back the sheet from her bed. Living forever will just piss me off. Now put those crayons away and help me with dinner. But Kaine would not relent, and in the end, Grandma found herself leaning against the wall of her house, as if posing for a master artist. Kaine took up the crayons, eyed her subject carefully, and set to work. Just as her grandmother was about to nod off, Kaine finished the piece. After staring at it for a bit, she released it from her grip and let it slowly drift to the floor. It's terrible. It doesn't look like you at all. I'm sorry, Grandma. I thought these crayons would, make drawing easy or something. The old woman's eyes narrowed at her granddaughter's disappointment. Let me be the judge of that, she said, ignoring the pain in her back and reaching for the paper. The sketch could have been a person's face. It also could have been a boulder, a lump of clay, or an incredibly misshapen loaf of bread, all rendered in a chaotic array of colors. The old woman stared at the picture for a long time, then slowly wheezed out a laugh.
Oh, Kaine, she said between laughter. You truly are my blood. You're as clumsy as me and I love it. But, hush. I won't hear any more bull about how ugly you think it is. It came from the heart, and I'll treasure it always. True to her word, the old woman gave the picture a place of honor above the kitchen table. In the days that followed, Kaine would often catch her staring at the portrait with a strange smile on her face, an action she interpreted as silent, mocking laughter. A week later, Kaine could stand it no more and asked her grandmother to take the artwork down. Posh! Said the old woman. I'll take this down when they roll me in my shroud. She pondered this for a bit, then turned to Kaine and dropped to one knee. Listen to me, girl. Seeing this picture makes me happy in ways I've never felt before. And it makes me want to go on. So that someday you can feel the same happiness. It was a moment that burned itself in Kaine's memory, a perfect blend of pride and love and joy that came together to form a lifelong remembrance. My god, my phone's going off crazy again. Please. She swore to never forget this moment, to never forget the old woman who had made her place in the world possible. Time moves on. People and memories move in and out of life like ghosts passing through a hall. But this moment will be different, Kaine swore, because I will remember it forever. Forever. Separation. Alright, time for another drink of water. Ugh, my throat. Kaine listened to the sound of crackling firewood and stared at the black object on her plate. She'd been pushing it around the wooden disc for a good 10 minutes, ignoring the bemused stare of her grandmother. Finally, she summoned her courage and gave the object a brief sniff. A sharp, bitter scent flew up her nostrils and made its home there, causing her face to twist with disgust. Grandma, I can't believe you want me to eat a bug. The old woman threw some more wood under the cooking pot and snorted. It's no bug, you fool girl. It's a berry. Why the hell would I be feeding you bugs? Yeah, well, it sure looks like a bug, said Kaine. And I think it's burnt or something because it smells terrible. With that, Kaine held her nose and threw the berry in her mouth, chewing as little as possible. Oh yeah, that's terrible, all right. Why, you little brat, laughed the old woman. Look at the sass on you. You've been spending too much time with me, and that's a fact. Well, I'm leaving. Have fun reading. Okay, fair enough. Have a great day. 5 years had passed since the moment when Kaine's grandmother saved her from the bullies. As is often the way with two stubborn people, their relationship had grown in fits and starts, but moved forward all the same. Meals that used to be somber affairs were now filled with laughter and hurled abuse in equal measure. Kaine could not remember a time when she had been happier. As the years went by, Kaine started to shoulder more and more of the daily responsibilities. Her grandmother's legs grew weaker by the day, and she could no longer do many of the chores she used to take for granted. And so this morning found Kaine lacing up her work boots with a breakfast of burned berry rolling through her belly. Where are you going today? Asked Grandma suddenly. Kaine looked up, surprised. The old woman rarely asked for specifics anymore. Well, I was going to check out the kelma tree and see if they were ripe. I thought we could make some jam or something. Oh, I'm going to pick up some flagstones, so I need to take the wheelbarrow. Flagstones? What the hell for? Kaine stared at her grandmother, then held out an arm and swept it around her home. Constructed mostly of cloth, rope, and rubble, the old place sagged like a boxer in the final round. Grandma, a dying cat could chew through this house. I'm going to build a stone wall so we could have some protection.
The old woman laughed, exposing her toothless grin to the world.
Goddamn, girl. If a bunch of thieves want to ransack this old place, let them come. We got nothing worth stealing anyway. I'm not worried about the thieves. I'm worried about shades. People saw one west of the village yesterday.
The old woman tilted her head and stared at her granddaughter.
Well, shoot. I don't know how you... I don't know why you have to do it today. We can worry about it some other.
Grandma, no. If I don't go to the Kelma trees, we won't eat tonight. You know that. A confused expression passed across the old woman's face, and for a moment, she was a small child lost at the carnival.
Yes, she said after a bit. Yes, of course you're right. I'm sorry, Kaine. Lately, it seems my mind is...
She didn't finish the thought. Instead, walking over to her nightstand and gently taking the wreath of lunar tears from the drawer, the flower petals had aged to a brilliant whiteness, and Kaine thought it was more beautiful now than the day she first received it.
You're gonna be a true woman soon, Grandma said as she placed the flowers in the girl's hair. So that means less chatter about shades and building defense walls, and more talk about how beautiful you've become.
Annoyed, Kaine reached up to remove the garland, but the look on her grandmother's face stopped her hand.
You're a beautiful thing, said the old woman, and there ain't nothing like you in all the world. I'm very proud of you. Okay, Grandma, it's enough goddamn compliments for one day. Such a mouth on you. Where did that come from? Gee, I wonder. I'll teach you to sass me, girl, yelled Grandma.
Suddenly, she lurched forward and grabbed Kaine by the ears, pulling her around the room with a crazed grin on her face.
Grandma, yelled Kaine in a quaking voice. Grandma, stop it! What the hell?
The old woman stared at her and blinked, then slowly held her wrinkled hands out as if it was the first time she had seen them.
I don't know what happened there. I'm sorry, girl. Sometimes my mind just...
Kaine thought the look on her grandmother's face was the most heartbreaking thing she had ever seen.
Listen, she began. Maybe I should stay home after all. No, I won't have you stay here to keep an eye on an old codger like me.
Codger?
Yeah. You go get your fruit and your wall and whatnot. I'll be fine. And when you come back, I'll have a nice grasshopper dinner waiting for you.
Kaine rolled her eyes, then kissed her grandmother on the forehead, and made ready to depart, trying desperately to ignore the worry that was gnawing at the walls of her heart. Kaine could feel the old woman's eyes watching her as she moved down the path. Don't turn around. Don't turn around, she told herself, but in the end the temptation was too great. She spun on her heel for one final look and saw a small bent woman standing in front of a ramshackle hut with a sad expression on her face. God, she looks so old now. It's like the wind could reach down and just carry her away. Kaine worried about her grandmother all day, causing her work to suffer. What little fruit she could collect was tossed carelessly into the wheelbarrow, and she only found a couple of stones before losing interest in the project. Finally, as dusk approached, and she decided to call it a day, cursing herself for the lack of focus, Kaine pushed the nearly empty wheelbarrow back down the path. As she crested the final hill, she suddenly froze in place. The wheelbarrow fell from her fingers and collapsed on its side, sending a few pieces of wrinkled brown fruit rolling down the hill. Her gaze was transfixed by a thick black cloud that hovered just ahead. Tracing its path with a finger, Kaine suddenly felt her stomach knot in on itself. Oh gods, no! Her grandmother's house was ablaze, the flames licking up as if trying to touch the sky itself. Grandma? Grandma? Kaine ran then, faster than she had ever moved in her life. Once she tripped on a stone and went sprawling into the rocky ground, but she leapt to her feet and continued running, unmindful of the blood that spilled from her wounded hands and knees. As she got closer and closer, Kaine's mind began to race in time with her footfalls. It's too dark. It's too dark, not just fire. Can't be fire, too much smoke. Gotta save her. Gotta save her. She burst into the front yard and came to a sudden halt. Her worst suspicion confirmed. The smoke from the fire was mingling with the thick, inky blackness of an enormous shade. The massive creature supported itself on 3 twisted feet and achieved balance through means of large armored tails. Scales, horns, and claws sprouted from its body in random chaotic patterns, giving it the appearance of a lizard designed by some insane god. Seeing Kaine, it let out a roar and flipped its tail, sending small whirlwinds spinning around the yard. For a moment, the creature retreated into a shimmering, inky blackness, as if her mind was unable to comprehend that such a thing could actually exist. But then the smell hit her, a blend of rotted meat and excrement, and the horror became real once more. The creature bellowed again, and this time Kaine responded with a scream of her own. "Alright, you bastard," she thought as her scream echoed off the high cliffs around them. "It's you or me. Let's go." The shade eyed Kaine with bemused interest. Then it began looking from her to the house and back again, as if urging her to look at the destruction it had so gleefully wrought. With dread building in her heart, Kaine glanced towards the house. Through the smoke and flames, she spotted a small figure struggling to escape the ruins. "Grandma!" With the sound of her voice, the old woman began waving frantically. "She's alive," thought Kaine. "Alive!" Kaine's legs sprang to life as she raced across the yard toward the flaming wreckage of the house. Before she could advance more than a few steps, the shade opened its mouth and let out a roar powerful enough to uproot trees and send them flying. The blast sent Kaine tumbling through the air before smashing her against the rocky earth. Stars danced in front of her eyes as she tried to remember how her legs worked. "Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Now!" As Kaine struggled to her feet, the shade stomped toward the house and pinned her grandmother to the ground with the tip of its claw. The old woman struggled to move the claw from her stomach, but she might as well have been pushing a mountain. She coughed briefly, sending a small spray of blood into the air, then collapsed to the ground, her energy spent. Kaine lurched to her feet, only to fall back to the earth with a gasp. Her ankles were on fire, one or both of them surely broken. Ignoring the pain that screamed through her body, she began dragging herself across the ground, leaving a drunken trail of dust and blood in her wake. "Grandma, hold on, just a little longer." Her grandmother's face was turning blue, her eyes rolling back until only the whites were exposed. Kaine pulled herself across the ground with maddening slowness, the distance seeming to increase with every second that passed. The shade glanced between the two women and flicked out its tongue, its giant mouth turning up at the corners. Short, panting breaths belched from somewhere deep inside its core. "Bastard! Laughing at us!" She had no idea how such a mindless creature could experience emotion, but there could be no doubt the shade was taking joy in their suffering. "Yeah, I see your plan." The shade moved its claw slightly, allowing Grandma to breathe again. It was clearly keeping her alive, only to snuff out her life when Kaine was close enough to touch her. "I'm gonna kill this bastard." Summoning all her strength, Kaine rose to her feet. There was a sickening stab from her right ankle as the foot twisted backward, but she forced it from her mind and began to hobble toward the monster. Pulling a small knife from the pouch of her waist, she leapt on the foot that pinned her grandmother. And plunged the weapon deep. "Give her back!" she screamed. "Give her back to me!" It was like stabbing a rock. After a few swipes, the knife broke at the hilt with a dull snap. The shade panted laughter again, then raised its tail and sent it rushing through the air toward the young girl that was latched to its foot. Kaine never had a chance. The tail struck her square in the chest and sent her crashing into the burning wreckage of the home. As she lay on the ground with blood pouring from multiple wounds, a small, weak voice spoke up. "Kaine?" Kaine's vision blurred, but she forced herself to focus on the sound. Finally, her eyes cleared enough for her to make out her grandmother's hands reaching out to her through the smoke. "Grandma?" "Kaine, you gotta run. You can't best this one." Kaine grabbed the hand and held on with all her strength. "Grandma, come on, we have to go."
The old woman coughed loudly. One of her hands, slick with blood, slipped from Kaine's grasp and thumped to the ground below. Grandma, no! No! They said, run, goddammit! You have to live! You have to get through! The thought would stay forever unfinished. Before she could say another word, the Shade's clawed foot descended, smashing through the remains of the roof down upon the shattered figure of the old woman. Blood oozed from the gaps in the creature's toes as a terrible putrid smell assaulted Kaine's nose once again. She stared at the foot, dumbfounded, convinced that what she was seeing could not possibly be real. When the creature finally lifted its appendage, all that remained underneath was a twisted, unrecognizable mass of rubble and red. Her grandmother was gone. Kaine blinked, trying to feel the hands which had been in hers just a moment before. For a fleeting instant, she could remember the warmth of that embrace, the trembling of the fingers, but then the sensation drifted away on the breeze and was gone. Memories flashed through Kaine's mind, one after the other, faster and faster, until they became a meaningless jangle of noises. Kaine screamed then, 1,000 sounds that echoed off the cliff and seemed to roll away forever. A thunderous sound, not 1,000 sounds. The Shade eased forward, black ichor pouring from its mouth and dissolving into a smoke on the ground below. The earth shook with every step as it crept toward its prey. Kaine's body slowly rose as if controlled by a mad puppet master. Her arms and legs were bent at impossible angles. Her head lolled dangerously to the side, yet somehow she managed to stand. Staring at the Shade, her eyes began to glow with a deep red fire. The creature so confident just moments ago took a slow, hesitant step back, trying to discern if this broken human could possibly pose a threat. Kaine seized the moment, laughing like a madwoman. She leapt into the air and plunged the shattered hilt of her knife deep into the leg of the Shade. The Shade shook Kaine off like a fly, sending her crashing to the earth once again. Her chest rose and fell slowly, as if a great weight were resting on it. Moist sounds of pain echoed through her mind. Something warm and thick oozed from her ears. Is that blood? Think it is. Think I'm bleeding to death. No, can't die. Grandma told me to live. Deep inside Kaine's mind, something finally broke. The sound, the pain, the smoke and flames, all of it faded away until all that remained was a single incantation repeated over and over again. Kill it. Kill it, 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 kill it. Kill it, 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 kill it now! As the spark that was Kaine slowly began to flicker and die, she felt her desire to kill and her desire to live blended to one. The distance between heartbeats grew longer and longer and longer.
The beast approaches.
Oh, I know.
How did it even survive these past 5 years?
I'm not gonna let this happen again. It dies today. My sword feels lighter.
It's not the blade, but the skill of the user. Strike it down.
Pop. But like, how is that a human? What happened to humans to turn them into monsters? That's the question. Oh my god. Oh, please. Ugh. Gently, weakly, softly, the shade, sure that its tormentor was dead, turned and stomped off toward the horizon, stopping along the way to bellow one final roar. Couldn't kill it. Shamed beyond imagination, Kaine tried to turn her head to the side, but only succeeded in coughing up a huge gout of blood. It was getting difficult to see, and only after a moment of fierce concentration did she realize that her left eye was gone. Laughing to herself, she turned her remaining eye to the ruins of her home and noticed a ragged stump of arm resting a few feet away. Yep, that's mine, she thought with a mad giggle. This is gonna make clapping a real bitch. Ha! Cried a sudden voice from the depths of her mind. Finally gonna die, are you? Well, you had it coming. Go to hell, Demo, she thought at the unseen assailant. Go to hell before I pluck out your eyes and feed them to a dog. The voice of her childhood terror evaporated into smoke, only to be replaced by another, more recent voice. Hold still, said the apothecary, materializing from the ruins like a ghost. I want to draw you. That way you can live forever. No. Stop. Don't want to live forever. Don't want to die right here. I want to die right here. I see, he said quietly. Well, if that's what you want. The spectral shopkeeper fluttered in and out of existence for a moment, then produced a piece of paper and sketched quickly. After a few seconds, he turned the page to Kaine and smiled. Since you rejected my offer, I decided to draw someone else. It was a picture of her grandmother, real as life. Kaine opened her mouth to thank the man, but stopped as the picture began to blacken in the middle. Before she could say anything, dozens of multi-legged insects began to swarm across the image, tearing at it with sharpened pincers. Stop! No! Don't hurt that picture! Kaine reached out with her remaining arm and waved futilely at the air. To her surprise, the insects fell off the picture and to the ground below, where they vanished into tiny black tendrils of smoke. Relieved, Kaine turned her good eye back to the picture, only to open her mouth in a silent scream. The sketch now showed her grandmother as she truly was, a smashed, unrecognizable lump of nothing. The apothecary smiled and broke into a jolly dance. See that? He cried as he danced his jig. It's perfect now. She looks just like you. Ha ha ha! Cha-cha-cha-cha! I look like that? Oh god. Oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Drowning in despair, Kaine laid her head back in the mud and smoke of her ruined house and waited for the end to come. But just before she let everything go, an unfamiliar voice began whispering in her ear. Ain't you got a wish, sunshine? The voice was vulgar and fierce at the same time, as if insanity had somehow found a way to take form. Kaine wanted to scream as the voice crawled under her skin, but her lungs refused to work. You know, a wish, like a prayer or something? Why don't you get on your knees and start praying to heaven? Please, invisible man in the sky, save me, save me! Kaine finally resorted to shouting at the voice with her mind. I don't make wishes. They don't come true for me. I'm a curse, a freak. I should be left to die. The other voice boomed in her ears. Oh god, you are the best.
Kaine glanced down and saw a black, shiny substance oozing from her legs. She tried to brush it away, but her remaining arm would no longer respond. The substance slowly crept around her feet, and then began moving up toward the rest of her body. Is this death? Is this what it looks like? Or is my mind just losing itself? She could feel the slime oozing upward, feel the hot, searing pain it left in its wake. Whatever else might be happening, she was still alive, and this was real. Come on, said the voice. Let it go. Kaine tried to ignore the voice and concentrate on the pain, but the newcomer would have none of it. Don't ignore me, sunshine. You're ready to give up, ready to die, so why not let me have it? Have what? Your body. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. I want to stand on the ground, feel the rain, taste the wind. The voice paused as if licking its lips. When it resumed, it was filled with mad, unabated joy. And I want to take your hands and use it to choke the goddamn life out of people. I want to tear out their throats and bathe in the blood just like before. In response, Kaine shifted her head and vomited. The warmth of it crept down her front and mingled with the pain of the encroaching black ooze. Are you a shade? Yeah, maybe. What of it? The slime reached her face, crept up past her nose, and slowly oozed into the socket of her missing eye. The moment it touched her brain, Kaine was struck by the most powerful sensation she'd ever felt in her life. It was ecstasy. She wanted to scream with delight, but all she could manage was a small whispered moan. Fucking wait, we still reading? Yes! Feels good, don't it? Asked the voice with a chuckle. Yeah, what can I say? I know how to please the ladies. Now give me that body. Come on, give me the body and I'll give you more of this feeling. It's a fair trade. A black lump began to protrude from Kaine's side. As she watched, it grew longer and thicker, eventually taking the form of her missing arm. I can see better, she thought. My eye must be growing back too. At least I get a story on my way to work. The slime reached up to envelop the rest of her face, but she managed to brush it away. Stop, she whispered, marveling at how she regained her voice. Stop. The black ooze hesitated, as if considering this request, then quickly shimmered down her body before disappearing in a cloud of smoke. Oh, what the hell, sunshine, screamed the voice. We had a deal. I thought you wanted to die. Grandma said, can't die yet. A brief image of her grandmother, bloodied and broken, flashed before her eyes. She saw that shade that killed her and heard its mocking laughter, then closed her eyes and forced the image from her mind. Her whole body was quaking with rage. When she opened her eyes again, they burned bright red. That thing took my grandmother. I have to kill it before I die. Kaine glanced down and saw a mysterious pattern. The pattern of the shades burned itself into her left arm. Well, I'll be damned, said the voice cheerfully. Look at that, sunshine. I think you and me are gonna be good friends now. Kaine stared intently at her arm. The more emotional she felt, the more the letters seemed ready to puncture her skin and begin infecting the rest of her body. The arm clearly had a will of its own now. Stop. Gotta stop. Holding her left arm in her right, Kaine took a deep breath and tried to calm herself. Come on, don't fight it, pleaded the voice. It's my favorite dish, and I'm hungry. Let it go. Feel the anger. Burn with the fire of revenge. Thirst for blood, then go out there and... Shut up! Shut up and get the hell out of my body! Your body? Oh, that's rich, sunshine. Real rich. Look, why don't you just up and die so I can have this body all to myself? What do you say? I bet those buddy of yours in the area would love to see you dead. Kaine grabbed a nearby shard of glass and tried to saw off the shade-infected portion of her side. Before she could, her darkened left arm grabbed her right wrist, crushing it. Kaine screamed and dropped the shard as the sound of bone crushing on bone filled the air. Bone crunching on bone. Stupid idiot girl, you're possessed now, sunshine, and there ain't no going back.
The voice laughed again, a loud, long wail that seemed to go on without end.
Possessed?
Whispered Kaine.
Yeah, possessed. You and me. We got what you might call a timeshare agreement. Remember how folks used to think you were a freak? Well, wait till they get a load of you now.
Kaine looked up, tears in her eyes. The sky seemed smaller somehow. Darker.
Is this because of that shade? Is this how they see the world? So, listen, purred the voice. I know this whole possession thing seems a bit sudden, but it ain't all bad. There's plenty in it for you, too. I'm a very powerful creature, Sunshine, and now that power belongs to you. You got enemies? People you want to kill? I can make it happen. That little fat kid who kept picking on you, that big old shade that squashed your granny, we'll wrap them up in their own assholes. No more abuse for you, Sunshine, no more pain. Wait, said Kaine. You're a shade. Why would you help me kill another shade? What? You think I'm some kind of racist? Some killing snob? I don't give a good goddamn who you murder, honey pants. I just want to drink from the well.
Kaine considered this as she struggled to her feet, the power of the shade coursing through her. The smoke from her house was drifting away with the wind, and she enjoyed the way the cool evening breeze felt on her new left arm. After a long pause, the voice spoke up again.
So, how about it? You and me. We could have some good times together. Look, I'll even take care of that bloody part if you don't want it.
Fuck off, asshole, muttered Kaine.
I'll handle the killing.
Screamed the voice.
Look at you go. Oh, Sunshine, we're gonna have so much fun. So listen, my name's Tyran, and if you ever need me, I'll just be hanging out in this piece of meat you call heart. Now get to it. The more you kill, the more your heart turns rotten and sour, and I like rotten and sour.
Kaine found herself nodding at the voice.
Yeah, she said. Yeah, I think this can work. I'm gonna find that shade and gonna strangle it with its own guts. When I'm done, I'm gonna do the same to you, Tyran. Count on it. Ha! Laughed Tyran. I've shit bigger than you. So good luck with that. Oh, and hey, one more thing. Right now, you and me are sharing this body. But if you ever run out of hate, if you ever, go soft, then I'm gonna take over everything. So keep on killing, Sunshine, and watch your back.
The voice grew fainter and gradually faded away, fading to somewhere deep inside Kaine herself. Kaine waited until she was sure the voice was gone, then waved her new left arm around a few times. It feels perfectly normal, she thought. Feels like mine. Desperately, she began poking and prodding at the new limb, determined to find something wrong with it. She didn't want it to feel normal. That would mean the creature inside her had already won. I'm not a shade. I'm Kaine. Repeating this mantra in her mind, she slowly began digging through the rubble of her house, being careful to ignore a certain red-stained spot in the corner. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity of heartbreaking work, she found what she was looking for. It was the wreath of lunar tears. Though it had been through hell and back, the garland's petals were as bright as ever. Kaine started to place it in her hair, then slowly lowered the wreath and stared at it. I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm so sorry. But I don't deserve to wear this anymore. I'm possessed, corrupted, a freak. This time, I don't think there's any going back. Holding the flowers to her heart, Kaine fell to the ground and sobbed. As night gradually lightened to dawn, the people of the area rose to their daily lives. She remained in that position,
as if tears could somehow wash away the horrors that now infected her world.
Alive. Stay alive. Stay alive.
Grandma.
Kaine, you gotta live. You gotta come back to us.
Oh, hey. Emil, you were the one calling me, weren't you?
You still recognize me?
Of course. I knew you right away.
Thank you, Kaine.
Welcome back, Kaine.
Wow, you grew up. So, how long has it been?
5 years.
Shit. That's a long time. Any luck with Yona?
We are still no closer to finding her. We need a way to locate the Shadow Lord.
By the way, this is for you.
Is that a lunar tear?
It's not as good as your grandmother's, but I tried.
No, it's great. Thank you.
Kaine waking from her long petrified sleep. Emil's unflagging kindness. Our reunion was a happy one, and we let it wash over us like rain. That is, until Devila and Popola had to go and ruin it all. Are you kidding me? You can't be serious!
Please, try to understand. People are tired and scared, and... I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to bear the brunt of that.
This is crap, and you know it!
It's okay. We can sleep outside.
No one's sleeping outside. You and Kaine saved this village, and now they want to run you out?
People are afraid of us. And really, I understand. I mean, look at me. As long as you're still with us, I can deal with it. Right, Kaine?
I'm used to sleeping outside.
But...
We'll see you later.
Sorry about this.
What is the matter?
Kaine always sleeps outside. I never thought about that until just now. Never even occurred to me. Damn it.
We should turn in.
It is amazing, actually. Like, sure, I just had to deal with, like, intense word
I
vomit,
didn't get much sleep that night.
but all of this has so much more meaning because of it.
For the first time in my life, I hated Devila.
Wouldn't be the last time, though.
For the first time in my life, I doubted Popola.
Wouldn't be the last time, though.
But those feelings are pointless in the end. They said and did what they did for the sake of the village. To protect it from the horror of the Shades. Really, how can I blame Devila and Popola? In the end, I'm just as bad.
because I never once stopped to think about Kaine and Emil's situation myself. I should apologize to Kaine and Emil. But what good would that even do?
I got a fire going, Kaine.
Wait, is that?
Campfires are weird, aren't they? I'm so happy to get to talk to you again, Kaine.
Yeah, me too.
I tried everything I could think of to save you, you know. I polished you with a special cloth. I poured warm water over you.
Wait, you poured water on me?
Yeah, but it didn't really do much except make you all shiny.
Hey, Emil. Thanks for saving me.
I guess you noticed how I look different now.
I'm sorry, Emil. I'm sorry for all of it.
Well, I mean, this new form isn't all bad, you know? At least I can look at you when we talk, right? Hey, so why don't you tell me something about yourself?
I'm not very interesting. Sorry.
Come on, I just want to know you better. Please?
Fine. This all happened when I was a kid, before the whole shade possession thing. My body is different. And when the villagers found out about it, they started treating me like a freak. But one person, my grandmother, accepted me just as I was. No matter how bad things got, she gave me the strength to keep going.
She's really special to you, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, hey! That gives me an idea! Since we cured your petrification, we should start looking for a way to cure your possession in my body! I know we can do it if we all work together. Heck, it'll probably be super easy.
Let me guess. More warm water?
Okay, can we just forget I told you about that?
I decided to go look for a flower ion and it ended up causing trouble for Vlogs. I hope he doesn't hate me.
Sleep well?
Sure.
And yet your red eyes tell a different tale. Don't be so hard on yourself, lad.
I need to go see Devila and Popola.
Very well.
Well, damn. Oh?
What might that be?
It's Mom's diary.
I have not heard you speak much about your mother.
She got the Black Scrawl and died when I was little.
My apologies for bringing it up.
It's all right. I can barely remember her face anymore. This is the only thing I have left of her. Reading it helps remind me of when we were still a family.
I see.
But the final entries get a little strange.
In what way?
Well, here. Take a look.
Oh. Oops.
Say there. Can you not hear me?
Well, well, well.
Why are you standing about like a slack-jawed ninny?
Sorry. Felt like I was dreaming or something.
Sleeping on one's feet is quite the talent indeed. Come now, there's the door.
Right. Let's go.
Holy shit. I'm the father now. That's crazy. Proceed beyond this point and you will be unable to save until the battle is over. Do you want to go through this door? Okay. Can I go back? And now that you know the Kaine lore, the whole my body is different thing refers to the fact that she is canonically intersex. I do believe, actually, I already had heard about that. It makes sense.
My word.
Something wrong?
I feel as if I've just awoken from a most unpleasant dream.
Now you know again. Well, now I have full confirmation that it's not just people being weird online.
I know what you mean. That happens to me whenever I read it.
I'll have to explore that a little later. So what's the... Let me check something real quick. Quests. All quests are still done. Right. There's a lot. Oh. That's gonna fucking do it for now. Good God, what a way to stress my voice than to fucking read text for like an hour straight. Lord. All quests you've completed stay completed. If you didn't do them before finishing the game, they stay active and you can still do them. Okay. So that'll for sure make things faster. That's the number one thing I was worried about. It's like, oh fuck, do I have to go do all the side quests again? That sucks. No, it's just main quests. Double check. Okay. What a great game. But that's gonna have to do it because, Lord, my throat hurts. And I have things to do. So, thank you so much for stopping by.
Card fate holds for us.
So do I. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a great day, afternoon, night, whatever it is for you. I'm sorry to Milk if I actually genuinely offended him. I didn't mean it. I was trying to do a playful fuck you. But anyway. One ending down. So many more to go. Hopefully we get this shit truly going. And honestly, hopefully I don't have to read that much again, because wow. I will see you guys next stream. Take care. Bye bye.